Hello and welcome, this is Donna. Today I want to share with you my design team project for Ödulcina scrap, and it was suggested to me by Pam to maybe do an envelope flip, and there's a lot of different ways to do this, so this is just my version. You can definitely just put it into YouTube and you will find dozens of ways to do this, but here's my sample, and let's just quickly look through the sample. I used a vintage envelope, and I'm using 6 envelopes, and you'll see what I'm doing here. And they all have pockets. And I used a couple of kits. I used the bird kit, the embroidery kit, and then the floral snippets. So you can just make a little booklet. There's a little booklet there. And these are from the houses. That's pretty cool. I'll show you that. And I also incorporated music sheets. I'll incorporate book pages. There's a little card there for you to journal on. Music. And here I decorated 2 of the houses. And use the embroidery. Sorry. Just makes a lovely little card. You can also have your envelopes coming or opened from the top or the bottom. The larger ones I just chose to do this way. So you can kind of see. You can see what I'm talking about here. And I just made this. I just had these pressed flowers, and I thought it went well with this particular journal. And then I included some vintage music sheet, Dreams of the Shepherdess. On the bottom, I have a sheet because eventually this will, I have another sample here that I made a long time ago. This will go onto the front of a book or notebook, or you can use it for your own personal journal, but it's so cool how you can flip and flop in between. So that's why this is decorated out like this, and this will be glued to a notebook. So the same with this. And that way you can make them as thick or as thin as you want. And this is how the flip goes. So let's put this back in here. 1, 2, 3, 5, and then 6. And then I just tied this with some seam binding. But it's cool to mix it with book pages, music, if you have ephemera, as far as envelopes or anything you want to do. And you can obviously pick any theme you want too, but I thought with the kits I was using from Ödulcina scrap, this was just perfect for this. But you can see this other one is a botanical. Okay, so really, I'm going to try to be very quick about this tutorial. Are we still in frame? Yes, we are. So, what I did was I chose 6 envelopes, like I said. So I just have just kind of a random grab of envelopes. I wanted one big enough in the back that it could go like this. And so this is the paper I chose, and here's the back. So what I've done is I've glued the flap to this. So, and just to be speedy about it, I actually already covered this flap, and now I'm just gonna throw some glitter glue down that. And you want to remember to give yourself a little bit of a gap so that it can fold over. It's harder if you butt it right up against this, and I think I wanted this to go here. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, give yourself a tiny gap. And then that's it, right? Go in there and go like that. So that's 2. So now you're going to go back over to 3. And I'm going to use this flap. So that's number 3. And that folded fine. Number 4. I think I want to bring down a little, down here. Now, right now, I have the openings like here, but you can change that at any time you want. I'll show you in a second what I mean. And now I have 5. I like to stagger them a little, so you kind of get this kind of looking forward to what's on the next page. And so for this one, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to be able to see this envelope, and I love it. And I'm going to use colors that kind of that go together nicely. So what I did was I put a piece of scrap music sheet, and I folded it. And so now I can use this right here. See what I mean? You don't have to have the openings stay the way that the envelopes did, because this was already glued, so I couldn't use that flip if I wanted to. So I would have had to add something, and you can do that. So I've added this. Another idea is, if, say I wanted to not use this, right? So let's grab a piece of, so I have to show you this. I've been so horrible about my digital kits and how to organize them, and if any of you have some tips, that would be so appreciated. But this is what I have so far, and this is just a couple of kits from Ödulcina Scrap, and you can see it can be, well, I find it a little bit of a mess, but I know that she had a, let's see, where is it? Let's grab one of these. So if I wanted to cover this, I can. And I can cut the top of that envelope. Let's just do that real quick. So I'm just gonna tear that and maybe just try to eyeball cutting this down a little. Okay, so obviously that didn't go very well. But we're gonna move on. So what I would do is I would actually open up the top of this envelope right here, like that, as close as I can, as even as I can. So I've now opened that, and you can see it's still glued right there, which is good. If you want a little, you can pull that away too, or you can make a small tag to fit in there, which I think is what I will do. So let me see, maybe I like this one a little better. Yep. So I can glue this right here, and it's going to go to the edge, and I can just trim around when I'm done. But what I want to do is not glue this, which is what I was just going to do. I want to glue right here because I won't stick this top piece onto my envelope where I can't put anything down in it. Okay. I usually get my hands messy and smooth all this, but I'm just gonna quickly show you this. I'm gonna pull it over just a little so that I feel like I can still flip it without a problem. And then I'll go in and I'll trim some of this back. See what I mean? So that, where am I? This. So let's look at our sample again. So you can see, because I kept this envelope open, but it is attached in the back. So I did have an opening for an envelope. I was able to flip that up. See, you can see the envelope piece at the backs of these, and this is what it'll look like eventually with all the stacks on the back. I just like having a center to attach them to. So there's that, and then using one of those glassine bags, I collaged on both sides. You can get a journaling tag in there. Decorating with stamps or lace or ribbons. Making a little booklet, you know, of all these cool papers. I love the snippet kit. I don't know. Yeah, I'll find it. I might be saying it wrong, but this is a fabulous kit. I've printed it on fabric. I've printed it on tracing paper, presentation paper, many different kinds, and I really enjoy it. And like I said, music sheets again. This is one of the houses, and I just cut the top off to make a journaling card. So you can decorate the backs of these envelopes any way you want and embellish them up. Throw some lace on them. Sew them. See, that's just sewn. Get in there. And then even the decorated houses, which I think turned out beautiful. So, and then you can change up this background all you want. And I know that 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, I'm doing this wrong. Yes, okay. So this was here, that was there, this was here, this was here, this was, because I want to end up with this envelope at the front. And I could have added buttons, like, oh, there's, oh, yeah, that's what that was. Ooh, and you can even add your snippet rolls. So here's some of the snippet rolls I did. There's a lovely little sample right there of that. And so I just cut a piece of the snippet roll off, and I put it right on the envelope because I just felt it needed more. It was very plain. But have fun. Make envelope flips, and you can add them to the top of journals. You can put them on a page as well. And you can just do maybe the two, you know, and wouldn't that go great in a journal? You just have the two flipped over like that. I don't have a journal handy, but you know what I mean. There you go. You just put that on there on the regular page, and then when you do your other page on the journal, you can cover this all up, and you won't see, you know, you won't see that. But so I am so thrilled to be part of this design team. I think Anna from Ödulcina has fantastic digital kits. Like I said, I've been buying them for years, and I'm just so pleased to find new ways to incorporate them. And I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.